Arsene Wenger's just been speaking to us ahead of the game against Chelsea. And Matthias, I just want to go into some of the talking points from the press conference. First of all, he began by giving us some injury updates, and it seems that Giroud's having a scan. Bad news about Ramsey as well, 21 days.
Yeah, that was the main news coming out of this. We expected Ramsey to be out of the Chelsea game. Wenger said he'll be out 3 weeks with a calf strain that he suffered against Watford. It increases his problems in midfield because obviously Cazorla is out injured, Xhaka is still suspended, El Neni is at the African Cup of Nations, and it leaves Oxlade-Chamberlain as his logical option in central midfield to play next to Coquelin. And he said even Oxlade-Chamberlain is facing a fitness test today. So yeah, we'll see how many healthy bodies he has.
Right. It was a demoralising defeat against Watford. He said that the players were angry, frustrated, and it seems that he's had a bit of psychological work, let's say, to work with the players. I mean, he blasted them, didn't he, for their mentality? Yeah,
he publicly came out and said they weren't mentally ready to compete in the physical duels against Watford. And he said he pretty much promised that won't be the case against Chelsea. He said naturally they will be more alert, and obviously for a game like this, it shouldn't be a problem to get his players fired up. But yeah, he did say that a lot of his job this week has been to prepare them mentally more than physically for this game.
It's a strange one, this, because, of course, Arsenal have beaten Chelsea earlier on in the season at the Emirates 3-0, but such a different Chelsea side. This was, I guess, Chelsea's wake-up call. Conte changed formation, went 3 at the back. They went on an incredible 13-game run. So it's not really the same side they're facing, is it?
No, and even Wenger said he was surprised by that 13-game winning streak. He talked up the importance of N'Golo Kante for Chelsea, and especially in the Liverpool match this weekend, he said Kante's had such a huge impact on their team, and even admitted that he himself had tried to sign Kante on a couple of occasions, which was
fascinating.
Interesting.
What did it come down to? Was he alluding to the fact that it was a money thing in the end, do you think?
Well, he said when you look at where he ended up, it was obvious what happened, which you can interpret that as it being a money thing. But then again, he didn't cost much more than Xhaka did, so who knows? But yeah, it does seem like at this point, it does seem like Arsenal really missed out on a good player there.
And finally, it's worth mentioning, of course, all the talk is about Chelsea at the moment, 9 points between the two sides. But it has to be remembered, this next fortnight, there are competitions, FA Cup, Champions League and League. This whole Arsenal season could potentially be over in the next less than a month.
This next month will be huge. You got Chelsea tomorrow, you have Bayern Munich coming up. Obviously, the FA Cup game against Sutton should be a stroll in the park, but you never know. Then you have a game against Liverpool at Anfield early in March. So, yeah, this next month is really make or break for Arsenal.
Defining. And indeed, Chelsea could go 12 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the table if they beat them this weekend. It is a huge match, and all the updates will be right here at ESPN FC.